What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Before I start this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you can hit that subscribe button and notification button so you never miss out on anything that I post. I'm doing a giveaway of 2 Amazon gift cards when I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark, so definitely stay tuned for that. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I wanted to make this video because it just really pissed me off for the last week. The things that went on in this last week really pissed me off. It's not that I lost money in the stock market. I lost out on opportunity in the stock market. And I did a video a couple of weeks back about the top investment platforms that I use. And I went from using 2 to using 1 now. Today I decided that I'm gonna dial it back to 1 and I'll give you the reasons why. So in that video, I talked about the 3 investment platforms that I use, that I had experience with, and I gave you like a little demo of what they actually offer. So I went over Ally, I went over Fidelity, I went over Firstrade. Ally I used to use, but Fidelity and Firstrade I used together. Fidelity I used for my research tools, and then Firstrade I used for my investing. The reason why I did that was just because Firstrade was $0 commissions for your trades. So I felt like with trading intraday or trading short term, I can get more value out of not paying $10 for buy and sell together. But that wasn't the case because I lost out on a lot of opportunity. And that's the main problem. If you could lose out on opportunity, then it's not going to be good for you, especially if the opportunity is greater than what you have in place. So in this case, I know that there was an opportunity in Firstrade to have 0 commissions, but in Fidelity, there was an opportunity to actually get out of the trade faster. So I knew that the Fidelity opportunity was a lot higher than the Firstrade opportunity. But the only reason is I thought that I could find a way to get out faster, but that's not the case. So I'm gonna get into what actually happened. So to get into what happened, on Monday, I invested into a stock that I missed out on opportunity because I couldn't get out quick enough. And then today I did the exact same thing. And I know a portion of it is on me, depending how fast I could enter information. And then also would I set a limit order or just go by market order or whatever. So the big reason why I missed out on these extra gains was because of Firstrade. And I'll get into the cons of Firstrade that I've noticed for the last week. Until now, I didn't have a problem with these cons at all because of the fact that I had stocks that weren't as volatile. So when they moved, they didn't move that much in seconds. They didn't move that much in minutes. So now I'm starting to use more volatile stocks that move from $3 all the way up to $30 in a day. It all depends. And that's where it gets tricky, because if it's moving dollars within seconds, then I need to get out now. And you're not gonna be able to get that with Firstrade. So if you're looking to do that with Firstrade, definitely don't go into this platform. The cons with Firstrade is that they have no live platform. A live platform will give you updates within seconds, within minutes. And if you have that, you're able to trade very, very quick. With Fidelity, you have a live platform, and I use that all the time for my updates while also trading in Firstrade, but that creates some sort of space in between. If I see the price change, I have to quickly go over there. So that's something that really hurts me, especially if it's a volatile stock that moves within seconds. Other things are that the stock prices are not always accurate. Sometimes it takes them 10 minutes to update the actual stock price, and by the time it takes them 10 minutes to update that stock price, it moved a lot more times. So you're never gonna get an accurate stock price, and then they don't update the actual gains based on the stock price because it always stays the same. The same thing goes with balances, because I invested a large portion in the stock and I didn't see my balance update. So it still would allow me to buy more stocks if I wanted to, like average down or anything like that, because you're allowed to trade on margin right from the start. So sometimes I don't want to trade on margin. Most of the time I don't want to trade on margin, but if I see how much I have left in there, because I have a large amount in my stock brokerage account, if I see how much I have left in there, I'm going to want to average down if it does go against me or something like that. And I didn't know I would be averaging down with margin. I mean, I'm not saying that I lost money in the situation. I lost out on money. So I could have gained $200 when I only gained, 5 in this point, or 20 in the next point, something like that. And when you miss out on that big of an opportunity, it really can piss someone off. And that's why I'm so pissed off. And the last thing that I noticed today is that it's very slow. I can't go into detail anymore about that. It's just slow. It's like if you wanted to use dial-up over Xfinity internet, you're gonna be waiting quite a while. And you can't wait when you're investing in the stock market, especially short term. Long term, you can wait, let it sit there, forget about it, don't even log in for quite some time, just get updates on your phone. I do that often. But if you're doing something short term, you have to get updates. You have to be on there getting live information and getting the fastest information possible. And they say you get what you pay for. And that's what you get in this case. You're paying $0, you're getting a $0 product. And I'm not bashing Firstrade. This is definitely a great tool for someone who's just getting started because they can invest in something, let it sit, and basically have a long-term gain or whatever they wanted to do with it, and they can get comfortable with the market. This is definitely for that person. Now, it does have a big pro with the $0 commissions, but I don't think that's 100% worth it. Anything that has $0 commissions does not have the best software, and you need to take it as it is, and we're gonna have commissions for our trades, and that's how we're gonna have to live life. We're gonna have to work around those. The main point of this is that I'm moving strictly to Fidelity. If you're wondering what stock brokerage account I'm using, not saying that I lost money. For this week, I'm up about $300+, so I'm definitely happy with this week, but I could have been in the $600 to $700 range for this week alone. So I'm kind of upset with that, but it's still a gain. You can't be upset with having gains. So I'm sorry for the rant. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you can comment down below, let me know what platform you use. If you have any problems with Firstrade, if you're using Firstrade, if you have the same problems that I do, if you're using Fidelity, what you like about them, I definitely am up for any conversation. So shoot me a comment down below and I'll definitely respond. Also, hit that subscribe button and notification button so you never miss out on anything that I post. I am doing the giveaway, 2 Amazon gift cards when I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark, so definitely stay tuned for that. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.